Welcome to our brief demo on what the Convertible Logistics Intelligence Center, or CLIC tool, is exactly, and what it can do for transportation logistics of all kinds worldwide. Today we're going to focus on Europe for our demonstration. What we have done is collected the data from factories throughout Europe who are producing vehicles in order to understand the exact routes they are taking when shipping finished vehicles out. And we have plotted those routes on the map. What we see are a number of flows which happen very frequently, for example, between Germany and the UK, which are indicated by the thicker lines. Also, we see many other flows which are less frequent and are seen here as the thinner lines. So now the big question is, what can we do with this information, and how does it help us to find out where the use of convertible trailers makes the most sense? So first we must determine where most of the empty trailers will be. To do this, we must understand the balances. For example, let's look between Germany and the UK. If there were 1,000 trucks in and 1,000 trucks out, all with cars, it's a balanced flow with no empty capacity. If there were 1,000 trucks in and 2,000 trucks out, though, you would have 1,000 empty trailers and an imbalanced flow. Our next step becomes finding alternative options to fill those empty flows on the backhaul. So this picture now shows you where the imbalanced flows are. There are a lot of imbalanced flows between the UK and Germany, and this has a lot to do with there being many German cars going to the UK and very few UK cars going to Germany. You also see imbalanced flows between the UK and Spain, Spain and Italy. In order to find alternative goods that we can put on these empty trailers, we did another study and collected inbound automotive flow data. This includes engines and transmissions and other car parts being brought into the factories throughout Europe. Why not use these flows to fill the empty backhauls we saw previously? The CLIC tool shows us this can work, and we now see the top 20 opportunities for the convertible trailer. We can make a match between the empty trailers and inbound flows to fill up a lot of the empty trucks. Here we see the lanes where the convertible trailer has the greatest opportunity to come in and improve the flows. This demonstrates only the use of inbound automotive flows. So can you imagine the backhaul opportunities when we also use flows from companies like Procter & Gamble, large supermarkets like Aldi and Walmart? Or what about Amazon and Alibaba? We then have a vast database of freight flows in which to find lanes where convertible trailers can be put to work. The great thing about the CLIC tool is that we can customize the study to be very specific for any region. For instance, we can even drill right down and do an internal analysis of the inbound and outbound flows purely within GM or Ford or Nissan. We're gaining much attention from these companies to find out where the quick wins even within their own organizations are and how they can start applying the convertible trailer within their own operations. Now we are in the CLIC tool itself, and what we have done is to find what car makers we want to bring in and analyze to again understand the best opportunities for the convertible trailer. In this case, we brought in 3 different European brands who work closely together, so there's greater opportunity to find internal synergies and optimizations. We have also selected 4 commodities. We can select from a car flow, but also bring in engines or transmissions or other parts so that we see the results for both inbound and outbound flows. Then we can specify which countries we want to analyze. We can select specific countries or all of Europe for any given analysis. On the bottom, we've asked to see all of the flows within a 1,000-mile distance, which means we cover almost all of Europe. We further filtered it to only populate the top 20 flows in our results. Here at the top left, we have selected backhaul opportunities and also region by region. The transport type is set to convertible trailer. We can see in this flow that there is an ample opportunity for the convertible trailer from the UK to Spain for this specific car manufacturer. There is also a strong opportunity between Romania and Turkey for this particular manufacturer. What we can do now is adjust the distance further to 2,000 miles and see if this brings other opportunities. What we find is even more flows now appearing. Turkey to Spain now becomes a significant opportunity as well. Another thing we can do is add a new car brand to the 3 we already had. We tell this car brand that they should work, for example, with Ford. We bring them into the analysis, and suddenly we see even more flows, which makes things even more interesting. You can find synergies between the car brands themselves so that they can help each other to reduce empty trailers. If we bring in another large brand, such as Volkswagen, one of the largest brands in Europe, we refresh our results and we see additional flows which now become available. As you see, we can manipulate the CLIC tool in many different ways and combine different brands to produce new flows. We can further inspect the lines to see specific flow information and play with the map to increase the detail on each of the lines. I hope this has given you a better understanding of how the CLIC tool works, a better understanding of the vast capabilities it is able to identify. The more companies we can have working with us, the more opportunities for collaboration and efficiencies become abundantly clear and available to everyone. Thank you for watching.